Did you watch Boris's speech?
No, where did it go?
You must be the only person in the whole country that just didn't watch Boris's speech at 7 o'clock.
I was watching a film about people robbing people. It was a good film. A
Oh,
load
right,
of army men.
Do you want to know the summary? Do you want to know the summary of it?
If you could.
Right. Summary of it is you can go and sit in a park if you want to. That was it.
That's it. You can go and sit in the park.
No, he's basically saying people can go to work if they really have to, but everyone has to go to work. He said you can go and play sports with people in your household. People remind me what else he said. What else did he say?
Did he mention anything about having a game of facey, punch? Because if not, Boris can go.
No, do you know what? Boxing wasn't on his agenda, unfortunately.
Well, do we not know there's nothing more pressing than a good old fisticuffs at the minute?
He said that some pubs, clubs or whatever, or bars, restaurants could be open by July, maybe, or in July. Well, unlimited exercise. You can go out as much as you want to exercise.
See this country, right? See this country. God forgive me for saying it. It's an arbor of weaklings, paedophiles, and nonces. If you're something that's not politically correct, this is the home for you here, England. Because I've never seen a more pansy-namby country. Why can't he just say, listen, mongrel, stay indoors. You're ruining everything, right? Then when they say, okay, all right, you can go to do this as long as you're only doing this, there's an answer behind an answer with them. See, politicians, they're the scum of the earth.
You'd make a good politician, wouldn't you?
Listen, I would make a politician. I'd rather have the best country. I'd run a proper dictatorship. I'm telling you. Listen, Gaddafi would have nothing on me.
But yeah, it was a little bit confusing, the speech. I think someone summed it up when they said there was more questions than answers in that.
If I was him, I'd say, listen, nobody seems to be listening to us anyway, because I've never seen more people out and about in all my life. You got borderline traffic jams around Hatfield, and we never have them, right? So nobody's listening to Haircut 2000 anyway, right? So what they might as well do, right? What he might as well come on there and say, listen, nobody listened to me. Let's go and infect each other right up, right? And let's all get a bad case of the pox and fuck the lot right up. Never mind the NHS. Never mind. We got plenty to sort that out. That's what the man might as well say, because nobody really listens to him anyway.
Well, we've got to listen to the advice, haven't we? Really.
Listen, you need to listen to it, because it ain't just gonna go away in 6 weeks' time. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but people are still gonna be dying at a hard rate, and if people don't start listening to stay indoors and stop fucking about. Let me tell you something. I know we all need to go to work. We all need money, but we also all need air in our lungs. Money's no good to you when you're laid on a ventilator or getting carried into a morgue. No good to you at all then. So,
I'm just reading some of the comments here. God, you do get some bellends on here, don't you?
Listen, I don't even look at them, because the mood I'm in tonight, Coog. I'll be getting IP addresses and I'll be going scalping a couple.
Well, you can't go from destination to destination yet. I think you can do it from tomorrow.
But listen, I'll do it now. I'll go and ring my cousin Usyk up. Say, listen.
Loma.
Uncle Loma, we got a bit of trouble over here in Hatfield. What have you been up to anyway, Coop?
Not a lot, really.
You've been doing all right, you have. You've been busy as anything.
Not really, mate. Nice.
I never thought I'd say this. I missed the boxing, Coop.
Why?
I just like, I've never really liked watching boxing, but I'd give anything to sit. I'd watch two cats fight now. I've been trying to get two cats next door to fight. They won't have it.
Nah, okay. Well, that's not a bad thing, Tom. See, some people answer some sensible questions.
Go on.
When's your next fight, Tom?
Do you know what? I've got a bit of a plan set out, and I think I'm going to bring something in the terms of management-wise to save me from myself. Because,
Okay.
like, if you said to me, Tom, there's a fight here with King Kong, I'd say, come on, let's go. And that's not what I need now. I've done that and got my brains plastered enough. I want to do something sensible, achieve something relevant at a level that I should be at. But listen, I'll fight 6-8 weeks from when someone asks me to fight. I can be ready to go, and that's that. If anybody wants me behind closed doors or whatever, but it's got to make. I'm at the point now. I want to get something tied down in the next couple of weeks with, like, the avenue I'm going down, bringing different people in, and that, and people that's going to look out for myself. And you know yourself, Coog, it ain't necessarily what you know, it's who you know, because there's not too much that I can't really do myself. But if somebody holds a bit more weight than my words, every time I suppose I talk radio, and he thinks I'm on the fucking winder. Probably done that to myself, but
Few people are on there going, you and Nick Webb.
I've said this a million times, and I'll say it 1,000,001. Me and Nick Webb have gone together, lived in the same house, done, like, we were in the same training camps together and whatever. And I'm very close with Nick. But I'm not saying I wouldn't fight him, and I'm not saying Nick wouldn't fight me. But it'd have to be something and for plenty of money for both of us. If I thought I was getting a lot of money and he weren't getting a lot, I'd say, you know what, Nick, swerve it, bro.
What about Mike Tyson? He's looking for an opponent.
I'll get stuck straight into Uncle Mike today. I would. See him coming there with that peekaboo style, be no good to me with a long range jab, flick, 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 all up and down his nose.
I think he's only looking for exhibition though, so.
I don't do exhibitions. Everything's serious with me.
So you wouldn't do 3 rounds with Mike Tyson on exhibition?
Today in my garden with him.
Yeah?
Holding out the paddling pool. Do you know what it is? Cool. I think it's a good thing, though. I think it's a good thing for charity. Do you know what I mean? Man was an absolute monster. So
yeah, it's not like he's come out and just gone, oh, I want to come back and compete with current modern day heavyweights.
No, look, listen. Let me tell you something. He ain't an idiot. He knows the score. He knows what. Don't be wrong. Probably 80% of domestic level, he'd get out there in 2 rounds anyway. Like, and I'll even chuck myself in that bracket. Like, that man, what that man's achieved in his career is absolutely phenomenal, isn't it? But like,
people call you the modern day Mike Tyson, don't they?
People call me. Do you know? Have you ever heard of Michael Flatley?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm the 2020 Michael Flatley, mate. Look at them arms doing the river dance.
I can see.
No, but do you know what is cool? I just don't really like. I think any news in the boxing world is good news at the minute. Cause with it being so like dire, like you're happy to hear of anything, couldn't you? Really, like you get your old bit of heart up, think, oh God, I might train later. I'd never do, but
just trying to
fire some names at me. Fire some quick fire names.
What potential fights for you?
Yeah. Oh, have you heard about Lucas Brown and Parker?
Well, little bits of it. Was it serious or?
I don't know. I'm going to be kind of cheesed off. Fucking him. I dedicated a whole half hour of my day to doing a bit of a live head-to-head with him. Fucking I'll be going to Auckland or wherever it is, and I would demand to fight the winner.
You would go and all, wouldn't you? If you could travel over there, you'd go over there, wouldn't you?
I would.
Like a 22-hour flight.
I'll get myself an awesome cart, and I'll get myself straight there, say, Joseph, my old son, you're stepping on my toes here. He's my man.
What about Alan Babbage?
Who the fuck is him?
Dylan White's fighter. Alan the Savage Babbage.
What about
You don't know who he is?
I didn't even know who that was. That ain't no disrespect to him. I just didn't know who it was.
Fair enough.
I don't know. I find this. Listen, do you know what? I'd like a couple of nice 6-rounders, but not against absolute pony bums. Like people who's going to come and have a cup up with me. Like get them out of the way, and I'd like someone like Cash Alley, or do you know what I mean? Like something like that. I'm going to leave poor old David Allen alone because I think I sent him into a state of depression, and he deleted.
A lot of shouts here for Dave Allen, actually.
Yeah, listen, a lot of people would like to see that fight, Coog. It interests a lot of people. But I can also understand, like me and Dave had a brief chat, and he's out of the cash, isn't he? And I'm not the biggest name draw for him, definitely not. You know what I mean? Not by a million miles. So you can understand where he's coming from. But if you do want to have a dust up at dawn, me and him can have it arranged. I did even say to him, I said, listen, me and you bring 30 grand a piece, have a couple of smacks, wouldn't it take a lot?
Fair play.
I ain't got £30 at the minute, but I'm sure I can find a couple of... Would you chuck in for me, Coog? Would you chuck... Hey?
I'll chuck in a bit of the person, yeah.
Go on, son. See? No, that's a mate.
Kevin Johnson.
Get, boys. That man.
He's fighting. He's fighting soon, what, next month. Fighting Mariusz Wach in Poland on pay-per-view.
Cool. I'm telling you now, the funniest thing you'd ever seen. I just had a very bad experience in prize fight. The first time I went in prize fight, right? I've chased out a Graham L round the back of York Hall, right? I was on about really hurting him, right? And then old Kevin Johnson turned around, man, you need to calm down. You need to
when
calm
was that?
down. Because I was going absolute divvy. Because to be honest with you,
no, when was it?
The first time I ever boxed in prize fighter, like years ago. Like I had a mohawk.
Oh, I think I vaguely remember it.
But first time I boxed Tom Dallas.
Oh, okay,
yeah. Right. And I was living in a car. Right, I was living in a car. I should not have been around people. I should have been in a mental asylum somewhere. I shouldn't have been anywhere near people. And old Graham L put me in there anyway. Anyway, long story short, I've gone divvy around the ring. Barry Smith laughs about it to this day. Right? And I've turned around on poor old Kevin Johnson. I said, if you don't shut your mouth, I said, you'll be leaving in that ambulance. I said, it won't be a boxing glove put you there. I said, so he went, listen, man, no need to get like that.
Oh, Kevin Johnson's online.
He's good, old boy.
Kevin Johnson's online.
He went out there. He got to the final, and that tour. You never ever heard of him again.
Oh.
For Tor Hammer or something, he won it. He won the full thing. Tiny little heavyweight.
Tor Hammer.
Yeah, Tor Hammer or something like that. His name was a kid from New York. He was. It was England versus America.
Have you got his name right?
I don't know. Tor Hammer or something like that.
Oh, I do remember Hamer. I do remember.
Hamer, something like
Who
that.
else was in that prize fighter? Who else was in that prize fighter?
There was me. There was me. Tom Dallas.
Was Sprott in it?
Sprott was in there. No, Sprott was in the second one I was in.
It's not Christian Hammer. That's not who you're thinking of.
No. He was a black kid from America. Little tiny everywhere. Really intelligent lad. Like went to university. Done some crazy shit in university and that.
Oh, I do. What was his first name? Hammer. Someone try and find out and message it.
His name was T.O.R. Tor Hammer.
Tor Hammer. I do vaguely remember. Who won that one? What, he won it?
He won the full thing.
Who did he fight in the final?
And then the next one that went in, Michael Sprott won.
Tor Hammer. I think that is his name, yeah. You were right all along.
Nobody never did hear of him ever again after that. Like, I don't know if he gave up or.
Oh, Liam Smith's on here saying it was Hamer.
Yeah, so that was it. That was honestly, like, it was a
Do you
good
remember
fight.
him? Do you remember him? He's about 6'9".
Yeah.
Ty Fields. He was in one of the prize fighters. He was in the one that Sprock was in. He was 6'9". He had about 30 out of 30 knockouts at the time. Remember him?
Yeah, I do remember him. Yeah.
American.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, it was in one of them as well. I think they should bring that back, like, properly though, like not like the Ultimate Box.
I like prize fighting. I did like the heavyweight prize fighters. James Toney was in one of them, wasn't he?
I was in that one.
He was in that one, yeah.
I was in that one. Me and old James Toney got arguing in the hotel. Right? He took a scuff for me and everything.
Yeah.
I said, listen, but what I said to him was right, and I was only saying to his face what a lot of people would have been thinking. I said, look, what you've done, I said, is legendary. As a fighter, is absolutely legendary. That's why you tanking your legacy by coming here. I said, old men should do what old men do. I said, sit at home and watch the boxing. I said, because one of these young men's going to hit you in the ribs and make a pork chop fly out your ass. I said,
he's very temperamental, James.
Yeah,
Toney,
he didn't like it. He didn't like me.
Brilliant fighter, though. In his day, he was one of the best.
Listen, him there, and look, you can't compare him and Roy Jones and that. They were that era. Do you know what I mean? Like, they were super middleweight boxing. Do you know what I mean? At that time of day. I don't care. Listen, people go on about Ben Eubank and whatever. Listen, Nigel Benn, one of my favourite fighters, but there's levels, aren't they? Like, there's levels, in my opinion, and I think him and Roy Jones Jr., they've got to go down as all-time greats, haven't they?
I agree with him. Shout out MTK Kazakhstan. Right, I'm going to get a random on here now.
Oh, you're turfing me off, Kogia.
I'm going to get you off. I'm going to get a random person on there.
All right, Chaddy.
Might get the fella that was on there last time doing shadowboxing.
Oi, I'd love to get him on here. Get him on here, Kogia.
It might be in the request. I'll have a look.
All right. I'll see you later on.
Right, Tom, thank you very much. Peace out.